Anybody who complain about the judges will be dealt with. CJN AGF warn that any frivolous complaint against judges, okay, and threaten actions. The Chief Judge of Nigeria, CGN Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, and the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, have assured that those involved in making frivolous and unsubstantiated allegations against judges in the country are visited with appropriate sanctions. While Justice Kekereekun said the National Judicial Council was currently wooing on ways to ensure that where frivolous complaints are made against judicial efforts, there will be consequences. Fagbemi said those involved will be brought to justice. They spoke in Abuja on Monday at the 2024 Justices of the Courts of Appeals Annual Conference with the theme Judicial Introspection. You cannot say, oh, anybody who makes any form of allegation against those judges, that you find out, you investigate and see what happens really, because they know that they are not going to see the truth. See it from that angle. They will not see any truth from that angle. The next thing, they are threatening people, because these guys, even when they are caught in doing bad things, they will use technicality to vindicate themselves, and the next thing, they will go for anybody, because you will not be able to prove it. But it's staring, and so staring at our faces as we speak. The CGN, who declared the event open, noted that there's a wrong negative perception of the judiciary. We must all individually and collectively work towards changing negative perception. She disclosed that the NJC and its last meeting resolved that while we always look into genuine complaints against judges, it will also stand to support judicial officers where frivolous complaints are made. Justice Kekereekun added, and we are looking at ways to ensure that where frivolous allegations are made, there are consequences. She expressed concern about the recurring incidents of conflicting judgments at the Court of Appeal, and suggested how to address the issue. The CGN said, now, the issue of conflicting decision is one of great concern in our community at present time, and one of the reasons that we have conflicting decisions is because many panels do not even hold conferences to discuss all reserved judgments. It is wrongly or strongly condemnable, or it is strongly commended that conferences be held. I cannot overemphasize this point. We are an appellate court for a reason, and the reason is that several heads are better than one. So holding conferences, exchanging opinions and ideas on matters that come before us is extremely essential. We have presiding justice here, and if it has not even been your practice, I want to appeal to you that you start making it a practice. So what will now happen to those who are going to be accused and they will be found wanting or guilty at the end of the day? You are not telling us what you are going to do to them. That is to tell you all of those ones that she's talking about, say, you know what, they are going to do this, that, all those ones, they are giving conflicting judgments here and there. Nothing will happen to them. You don't have a strong punishment for them. Or you can tell masses, or you can tell the civilians how to go about it. We have presiding justice here, and if it has not been practiced, let it be your practice. I want to appeal to you that you start making it a practice. It is a very, very essential tool in the work that we do. The CGN commended the justices and super and staff for their achievements in the last judicial year and urged them to rededicate themselves for the task of ensuring enhanced access to justice for all. She said, while we celebrate our achievements, we must remain conscious of the challenges facing the judiciary. Cases, backlogs, funding constraints, and public perception of judicial inefficiency are of significant concerns. However, I believe that through introspection, We can develop innovative strategies to tackle these issues internally. For instance, by leveraging technology to streamline case management and enhancing the use of alternative dispute resolution mechanisms, we can improve efficiency and acceptability or accessibility. Additionally, introspection compels us to reaffirm our commitments to ethics and accountability, ensuring that our actions remain above reproach. Justice Kekere said. Fagbemi identified the judiciary's contribution to the continued sustenance of the nation's democracy and urged it to ignore distractions and attempts to compromise its independence. He pledged his support to ensure that the judiciary has all it requires to function effectively. See them? Ṣé ń gbọ́ wọn? Ṣé ẹ̀mí gbọ́ wọn? If there are consequences for frivolous accusations, what is the consequences when it's found out to be factual? We need answers. Of course, they won't say that now. It's not the same question I asked. Intimidating loading is there. There is God, though. Instead of looking for consequences, settle the decay that has brought shame to us as a nation. You will write your name on good. You will become the nation's pride. They won't do it. So if you are expecting any good from them, forget it. Lock up. It's not gonna happen. These people, it's not gonna happen. Okay. He said we have a total misconception of democracy as the right to do as one pleases without the rights of others. Politics is perceived as a game of perception. Wow, the end justice. Okay, the end justify the means. Or what is he talking about? So, guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.